Hello, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're live. Today we'll be answering your questions, helping you out with your businesses, with your lives, with mindset, and then business related questions as well. If you have problems with product research, finding products to sell, making your business more profitable, Facebook ads, funnels, anything that could help you scale, could help you to be more profitable in your business, I will be answering your questions. I will be helping you out. And all you have to do is just drop the questions below in the chat. I'll be answering them. And we will be helping each other out. Also, if you have any comments on anything that anyone else asks, please drop that as well so we can help each other out. So before we get started, just want to make sure the sound and image is on point. Just drop one in the chat. If you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, just drop one in the chat. Already see some questions popping up, which is amazing. So we'll be answering those in a second. Before we get started though, just drop one in the chat. In the chat. One in the chat. I'll be answering your questions and helping you out. Also, throughout all of this call that we'll have, if you have any questions that you want to ask me personally, this is my Instagram here. This is my Instagram below. Drop me a question directly. If you want me to review your website, if you want to keep it more private, just drop it there so I can help you out as well. And I see some ones. That is perfect. Bana, great to have you. Rio, Johnny, great to have you guys. And we will get started. All right. So is there mods in this chat? There's no mods in this chat. They're just me in this chat. Maybe one of my team members will join. What's up, Alex? Os made it. Hello. There's no mods, but drop the questions here so I can answer your questions and help you out. Can you shout out? My name is It's Hassan. Hey, Hassan. Shout out to you, my man. So, all right. Already see some questions here that are very good. All right. So the first question here is from OC.com from Twitter. Been running a branded Shopify store for 5 years now. Started from zero. Did $1.4 million 2024, down 20% year to date 2025. Struggling to scale past 150K a month, competitive niche, but we have the best branding and reputation. Sell or keep trying to scale. Now, if you want to sell your business, you want your business to be growing. Like everyone who would buy your business would look at the numbers and would ask themselves like, hey, is this a business that's growing that I can grow even farther? Or this is a business that's like dying. And so if your business is declining year over year, that's considered a distressed business. It's not like stressed. It's not like you have a stress, but it's like distressed, right? So that those kind of businesses don't get very high multiples, and those kind of businesses you don't want to sell. You want to have a growth path, right? So for example, what I would do if I were in your shoes, if I put on your shoes, I don't know your size of the shoes, but if I put on your shoes and I would run your business, I would make it profitable this year. I would make it growing this year, and then I would try to sell it, right? So you can't just kind of like avoid that, right? Like you just want to focus. And when it comes to scaling the business, turning the business, making it more profitable, I will share my screen here actually, and I'll drop it, right? So if your business is not profitable, like in my experience, if you have like a validated product, you have good branding, pretty much your business is not profitable. Is either because of the ads or it's because of the funnel, right? And both of those could be easily fixed. Like so funnel and ads, right? So when it comes to ads, question is like, how many creatives are you testing per week? And how good are those creatives in the first place? What is your win rates on your creatives? If you're using Facebook as your advertising channel, which, works for most businesses, Number two is how competitive is your niche and how you're differentiating from them, right? So on the ad side, if you're in a competitive niche, you have to focus a lot on differentiating yourself from other people. Like imagine, I have this, I don't know, if I want to buy like, I don't know, some random product. Let's say I want to buy coffee, right? And there's like 5 different coffee shops I can buy it from, right? So which one do I choose, right? So this is pretty much like, how do you differentiate? Okay, this coffee has the least amount of whatever, some kind of like asset, right? That slows you down, right? So you can position your product as that. Also going through all of your negative reviews, and also the negative reviews of your competition, like why people are unhappy with other products, and then positioning your product with your ads as something totally different. This will help you to differentiate on the ad side, will help you to make your ads better, and will help you to make just more profitable ads. Now, another point here is, if you want to make your ads more profitable, you have to make them more direct response. Direct response is when you're using copywriting, when you're using market research to identify how is your product like actually on emotional level helps people out. Like for example, if you're selling like a skincare cream, you're not just like fixing people's skin, you're fixing people's like self-confidence, self-esteem. You're helping them to become more attractive, right? So you can tell emotional stories about your customers who have had let's say some insecurities because of the bad skin, and now your product helped them to fix it. So now they're more confident. They fix their self-esteem. Now they feel themselves more attractive. So that makes a humongous impact on their life, and that has a humongous perceived value, right? So that's on the ad side. That's how you make your business more profitable. That's how you make your ads more profitable. If you make your ads more profitable, you make your business more profitable. Now, funnel is in second part of this. So what is your average order value? And also, you can comment. If you are still here, comment in the chat. What is your average order value? What is your conversion rate? Most people have too low of conversion rate and too low of the average order value. So average order value you can increase by creating better offers and by giving people incentive to buy more products. So if someone only buys, like, let's say 1 product from you, how you can incentivize them to buy 2 products, 3 products. Just give them a better offer. Like, let's say you buy 2, you get 1 for free. Also, you get, let's say, 2, 3, 5 different gifts if you buy 3 products. So now you just incentivize them to buy 3 products instead of 1. That will help you to increase your average order value. That will help you to make more money from every customer that you're acquiring from your ads. So that will help you to make your business more profitable. Conversion rate is another like massively important metric. Conversion rate optimization comes down to 2 things. Number one is, how do you remove? Number one is removing, right? How do you remove reasons for people not to buy? So for example, if on your product page, on your landing page, specify the shipping times, how fast people will get the product. You don't specify, you don't answer the questions, like frequently asked questions, then people would be like looking for those answers and they won't find them on your landing page and they will not buy. So go through all of your Facebook comments, go through your support tickets and integrate them into your page to make sure that you're answering every single thing about your product, and give people, like, remove reasons for people not to buy. Number 2 for conversion rate optimization is add. What do you want to add? You want to add reasons for people to buy, right? So that comes down to the offer, right? Like you give them an offer they cannot refuse. Number 2 is you make your product very appealing. So for example, you'd have images and gifts and explaining how your product actually works and having direct response copy on your website, on your landing page, to people reason to buy. Not just focusing on features of the product, but focusing on the benefits of the product and what impact it can have to their life, right? So if you focus on these 2 things, this year will be massive for you. You'll be able to scale your business, and you will take your business from distressed, which it is right now. If it's declining year over year, I misspelled it. I don't give a shit. distressed to growing. And if it's growing, you'll get more money for your business. So then let's say 2026, you can consider selling it, but you will sell it as a growing business and you will get a lot more money, right? So that's the goal here. That's why you're in business. That's why you've been doing this for several years. And that's how you make more money. And by the way, if you looking for help with implementing any of these things, we are putting together a live event to help you make your business more profitable in Dubai. We'll have a live event in Dubai very soon, end of February. And we'll bring in like 200 e-commerce entrepreneurs, coming together. Let me share it with you. And we'll talk about all of these things. We'll help you to put all of these things together, put a blueprint for you on how to make it happen. So we'll talk about like advertising, conversion rate optimization, making your business more profitable, having your customers to come back, building a brand. Like we'll have some of the top experts in different areas in the room. Like literally, you can talk to them, you can ask them questions, you can have clarity in what you have to do. And like, in my experience, I mean, your growth is not bad at all. Like you said, you doubled your business. You said you doubled your business every year from 2019 till 2024. At the same time, if you're in business for 4 or 5 years and it does only $1.4 million a month, there's probably some growth levels in your business that you can pull to take your business to $3 million a year, $5 million a year. And that's exactly because for me, like, when I'm looking at entrepreneurs, like you put like your blood, sweat, and tears into your business. You've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years, and your business only does $1.4 million a year. Then for me, it's like, how do we make it worthwhile for you? How do we make this business to make, let's say, $1 million a year profit? Like not just revenue, but fucking profit, right? So you make the money short term, but also you're building enterprise value so you can exit your business for a life-changing amount. That is my mission, to help entrepreneurs to achieve. So also ecom, DM me on Instagram. I would love to help you with some free resources. I have lots of free resources. If I can help you on a deeper level, more personal level, would love to help you as well. It's Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. Just DM me. I'll see how I can help you. Funnels and ads, in my experience, are the 2 biggest leverage points. Already bought a ticket. Boom. Boom. Let's fucking go. I'll see you in Dubai. Let's fix your business. Next time we have this conversation, you're doing minimum $5 million a year. Minimum. Let's fucking go. All right. $220 AOV, 1% conversion rate. Not bad. We'll see how we can lift it up in terms of the conversion rate, maybe introducing some other products so customers come back and buy more from you, how we can differentiate you from competition. We'll fix all of that. All right, so we started. Okay, another question here from Valkarachi Yasil. We started work with Shopify as a seller. We cannot able to buy a domain because of payment method mail. We bought a plan of 5-person access. I'm the one who handles shop and my owner is in the UK. Okay, so what's the question? It's like, what's the question? Yeah, what's the question? Let me know, Valkarachi. What is it? What exactly is the question? What exactly is the challenge that you're facing? If you need help buying domain, just Google it. There should be possibilities to buy domains. If you cannot buy domain on Shopify, buy domains on other platforms. That's not a problem. For example, Namecheap, GoDaddy. You have other platforms where you can buy domains and then just transfer them to Shopify. Just keep it simple, move fast. Vifanta01. I am testing products weekly, 30 plus products. Some are mid-winners, some are very good, but die off quickly. And I am confused on what to do next. Keep testing more products or work on those I already have. I hear this question all the time. And I see entrepreneurs just testing a bunch of products every single week, every single month. And then they just like constantly in this like rat race of like testing more products. Once you identify the product that works well, I would recommend to build a brand around it. Like once you have something that's working, just build a brand around it. Like we have a client in our community. His name is Simone. Simone, he's from Italy. He's very sharp entrepreneur. So 2022, he was running like 10 different general stores, like running 10 different products, and he was doing $100,000 a month in sales with his business, which is not bad. But he was only making about 10% profit margin, which is about $10,000 a month in profit. Nothing very like substantial. And so we started working together. And one of the first pieces of advice I gave him was, hey, you have to identify which of these products that you're selling right now has the most potential to build a brand around that you can just double down on and scale hard. And that's exactly what he did. He picked one of the products that had the most potential out of the ones that he was selling. He doubled down on it. And last year, he got his business to $5.7 million a month with that one brand. Like, so just focusing on one niche will give you so much advantage, because now you're focusing on the same, like your ads can be very focused. You have the same creative strategy. You have the same like team. You're also building enterprise value. You're focusing on one niche, so you know exactly who are your customers, who are selling your products to. So now your business becomes more focused, more valuable. It's also a lot less work than just testing random products every single week. So that's what I would recommend, Vifanta 01. Let me know if that makes sense. Delyana Bratanova, we'll come to Bulgaria again. I think I will come to Bulgaria for sure at some point. We have our partner in Bulgaria who is helping us with our software, which is called Get Hooked, which is the best, I believe. I might be biased. The best tool for producing creatives, making creatives, inspiration for the creatives. It has over 12 million ads saved. My personal swipe file has over like 71,000 ads. It can help you to get scripts. It can help you to produce high converting scripts for your ads. It will also help you to make AI videos with UGC, like literally AI UGC videos that are very realistic. It also has like briefs functionality, so you can send it directly to your creatives. You also has static ad templates, like boom, like for example, this one here. Look, we have 500 static ad templates that you can just take, modify, model, and basically start running right away, like literally drag and drop. So for example, if I want to do something here, I just say live call. What is the date today? It's January 22, right? 22nd, boom, right? So I can just modify these, drag and drop them, make these banners, make these image ads like very, very fast. You don't have to be a designer. I'm not a designer. Like I'm very bad with design, but you can see I can just drag and drop here, move images around. You can just put your product in here, put your like free gift, you know, whatever, like to incentivize people to buy, modify any of this. So it's very easy. And it has over 500 of these templates here for different niches. So you can replicate like very fast. It's literally like a superpower. Like you can just speed up your creative process. You can produce more winning ads, and you can, I mean, at the end of the day, you can just make more money. That's a goal for the software. It is called Get Hooked AI. I'll just drop it here on screen. If you want to give it a test, I highly recommend it. Not just because like we created it and we spent a lot of money building it for ourselves initially, but also because it's just a great tool that will help you a lot in your business. Called Get Hooked AI. Give it a test. See for yourself. Question from Neil. Do you recommend to test products using funnel on Funnelish? I found it trending product on beauty field, skincare. What's your opinion starting a funnel with different angles? Okay, so Neil, here is how I think about it. Let me share my screen. So if you have a product, right? So let's say you have a product that you see is selling well. There's two options here. Number one is you test that product using Shopify, like product page. You can use, some team like Shrine team that is pretty decent. You can use landing page builders like Gem Pages, Rapla, or Pagefly, or you can do funnels. I would do funnels in case if I was like, let's say if you're already good with copywriting, and if you understand basic like funnel structure and you can model it from your successful competitors, then I would do funnels. But if you're just starting out, if you don't have a lot of experience, then I would just get those reps and get that experience first with Shopify. It's a little bit easier to do. Funnelish, you'd have to do some like integrations and customizations, so you'll have to have kind of like find your way around it. But if you're already experienced like in e-commerce, you experience in copywriting, at least like some basic experience, and if you use tools like Get Hooked, for instance, to help you produce like scripts for your ads, right? So for example, if I take this ad here, I have the full transcript for this ad, right? So the same way you can transcribe the advertorial for your competitor, you can just rewrite it slightly, and you can basically have it for your own products, right? So this way you can shortcut that learning curve specifically with building funnels. So that's what I would recommend. If you're more experienced, do funnels. If you're less experienced, do Shopify. And in terms of testing different angles, 100% create few funnels, few different angles, see which one converts the best, which one gives you the most promising metrics, and then just double down on that specific angle. Gabriel Lopez on Twitter: what app do you guys use for free gifts when you buy a specific quantity of a product? Free gifts when you buy a specific quantity of a product. I mean, you can just use automatic discounts. You can use After Sell. It's a great app. I think it's mostly for Shopify Plus though, but just automatic discounts give people like a free product. If they add certain products to the cart, then give them another like product, automatically put it into their cart. So yeah, let me know how that goes. And by the way, guys, if I haven't answered your question yet, and there's no way that I can answer all of the questions here, so just DM me on Instagram so I can answer your questions there. Just shoot me a message directly. So here's my Instagram on screen. It's Alex Fedotov 3F at the end. If you are not connected on Instagram, please give me a break. Let's connect on Instagram. I post a lot of good content in terms of like e-commerce, making your business more profitable, but also I can answer your questions, help you on more personalized level if you're looking for help. And everyone needs help. I mean, I need help. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs that external perspective on their business from someone else who's done it before. Like that's why, for me, I always have coaches, I always have mentors, because sometimes we have these blind spots, especially we're attached to what we do. We're taking everything emotionally. We're afraid of taking risks. We have this fear of making mistakes. And that's like literally everyone. Some people just have it more than others. And so having perspective from someone else can help you to overcome that. And that's how you grow. That's why the most successful people on planet Earth, they have coaches, they have mentors, they have people that guide them and helping them to avoid these blind spots. What do you see? Question from Cass. What do you see changing in the dropship lean e-com space in 2025? What's going to change? I mean, the competition. Competition will keep increasing. That is guaranteed. So you have to be more creative with your products. You have to innovate on the products, on the advertising side, on the creatives. I think AI will be very, very, very powerful. Like even right now, AI UGC is extremely a good outputs. Like it's very realistic. So I think AI will have a tremendous impact on it. So which means for you, it's a benefit because you can save a lot of money on sending your product to creators, like having creators do it for you. Now you can do it all with AI without spending a lot of money and also without spending a lot of time. So I think those would be two major things that are happening now. Also with Donald Trump in the office, the tariffs might increase, which means it might be like more expensive to buy goods from China, but for most people it won't even impact them because there's ways around it. And if you're working with the right suppliers, by the way, if you want to work with suppliers that can help you get lower costs, can help you to just minimize all of these excessive fees, just DM me on Instagram. It's Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. DM me suppliers. I'll give you the list of my suppliers that we're working with that are very, very good and can help you to get lower costs with your product, can help you to minimize your fees, can help you to source higher quality products so you can build an amazing brand and you can sell it. So that's the goal. All right. So so question here was, all right. So thanks, King Alex, for the reply. Yeah, I have 4 funnels for each angle. I tested it on product page on Shopify and get $300 spending. I mean, you just made $300 spending $100. That is pretty promising. CTR was 6-7%. 6-7%. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. If it's on your ads, right? If it's on your ads, like 6-7% is phenomenal, which means your ads are very, very good. So yeah, like just keep building. Like if Shopify is working, just double down on Shopify. If funnels converting better for you, just double down on funnels and see if you can get higher conversion rate and higher average order value with funnels specifically. Great stuff, Neil. Keep me posted, my man. Keep me posted. Next time we had a chat, you're doing 10 G's a day. Do you have a plan to retire? I mean, I can retire now if I want to. I just love what I do. So my plan for retiring was very simple. It's like make money with e-commerce and reinvest it into other assets. Like, for example, real estate, crypto, like stocks. So these are my 3 like vehicles. But you need a cash flowing business to do that. Like at the beginning of your journey, you have to create a business. You have to increase your income first, so then you can think about other sources of income like passive income. So the key to making that happen is to build a cash flowing profitable business in the first place. Could be service business, could be e-commerce business, could be like any business you want, but you want to pick up the business that will give you that that momentum and will give you that income that you can reinvest into the assets. And so I like to do this calculation. It's very simple, actually. Think about this, right? So there's this thing that I call freedom number, right? Freedom number. So what is a freedom number? It's the number that will allow you to basically stop worrying about your monthly expenses, monthly bills, and just, if you want to retire, you retire, like in your 20s, in your 30s, in the 40s, whatever. But like that number is pretty much 5%, right? So 5%. So let's say your monthly expenses right now are, let's say $10,000 a month. So let's say you have a family, maybe you're single. Let's say it's $10,000 a month. So $10,000 a month, if you multiply it by 12, so for the year, it's $120,000. So $120,000 a year. This is how much it costs you to basically live, have a good lifestyle, and let's say if you have a family, provide for your family, right? So now, if you take this number into consideration, you have to calculate how much in assets do I need to have in order to have that number basically coming in passively, passively without putting any extra work. So in this case, if you want to do $120,000 a year passively, and that's 5%, then it means you have to multiply this number by 20, which makes it $2.4 million. So if you have $2.4 million in assets, let's say you can put that into like real estate. Usually real estate gives like 5%. Stocks, they give you like 10%. So if you want to have that number, that obviously doesn't include taxes and stuff like that. So, but kind of the rough calculation is here, like $240,000, sorry, $2.4 million. If you had that in assets, then you could make $120,000, which would cover all of your expenses here, and you can retire, right? So okay, so how do I get 2.4? Okay, so now the question is, okay, look, this sounds good, but how the fuck do I get my hands on $2.4 million? And the way you get your access on $2.4 million is through cash flow, through profitable business. Right? That's very simple, right? Or you do that with exit value, right? So let's say you have an e-commerce business, and let's say that e-commerce business, that's why like my benchmark for e-commerce businesses specifically is at least like $1 million a year. Like if you get your business to $1 million a year, then after 2 years, let's say you have that for like 2.5 years, you already have your 2.4 million, right? Within like 2.5 years. Again, doesn't take taxes into consideration. That's something that can be addressed. But bigger picture is that you can have that 2.5 million in 2.5 years, right? If you grew a profitable business. It's not easy to do. It's not instant to do. Like you have to put in some work to make it happen, obviously, but this is definitely possible. So now the question is how to get the business to this level, right? So how to get the business to $1 million a year. And you do that by, specifically with e-commerce, you focus on these two things. You find a product, you dial in your ads, you dial in your funnel, you make the business profitable, and you make the profit. And then after you've done that, let's say for 3 years, you have the business that does $1 million a year in profit. Now with e-commerce, you can sell that business for 3 to 5x multiple, right, on profit. So this is, let's say, profit. So now, let's say you have it does this, now 3 to 5x multiple. So now you can get extra $3 to $5 million for the business that was already making you money all these years. You can get the extra 3 to 5 million. So now you made, let's say in 3 years, like you made $3 million here. Now you made extra like 3 to 5 here. So now you are at like what, 8? Let's say 6 to 8, right? Let's say conservatively, let's say 5, right? Let's say you just like, hey, okay, fuck it. I just want to sell my business very fast. I'll sell it for 2x multiple in profit. Just take it. Take it. So $2 million here, $3 million here, boom. You have your $5 million. So $5 million at 5% return is what? $250,000 a year. If my math is pretty shit. But $250,000 a year. That's what? That's $20,000 a month. $20,000 a month, so you can have a decent lifestyle for yourself, for your family, without even fucking working. Now you can continue working, you can continue building stuff, but you can see the path to wealth creation. Like this is the time frame that's like for most people that are committed to it. Like it's like basically 3 to 5 years like timeline, right? If you want to do it slow, if you are kind of like, hey, maybe it will take you 10 years. But it is so doable and so realistic if you just like, okay, so this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm just committing to this path for the next like 5 to 10 years to make this dream a reality, right? So you don't have to wait like 40 years. Like for most people, like, hey, I'm retiring like after I work like 40 years at 65. By the age you are 65, the retirement age will probably be like 90, like, because governments are broke. Like, think about this, like where we are heading. Like we're heading like all of the governments are overspending money. Either it's Europe, it's pretty fucked. United States, overspending, huge debt, right? So you have to create your own economy. You have to create your own plan if you want your dreams to come true. So let me know if that makes sense. I mean, this is like, I think this is such a big one, but I think you guys need to, you guys need to have a plan, right? And so if you have a plan, then, and you stick to the plan for extended period of time, you'll make that plan happen. I started going to the gym like a few months ago, and I lost like 40 pounds. And my plan was very easy. It's like I eat less and I exercise, and that's how I get in shape, right? But I had to do it for extended period of time because the results don't come overnight, and most people are disappointed because results don't come overnight. Don't get disappointed. Like, what do you expect? Like, you're getting into the business, like in 1 week you're like profitable, you're making millions of dollars. Like, if that was so easy, everyone would do it. It takes work, it takes dedication, it takes like taking some hits on your face. I mean, I remember my first stores I launched, like my first 6 months in e-commerce, like sucked. I didn't make money. And I could have just like, oh yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, yeah, e-commerce is saturated. Oh, I don't want to do it. There's like another business model I can do. It's like, I decided, fuck it, I'll figure it out. Like eventually, yeah, even if it takes like a few years more, fuck it. But I want to be on that path to create wealth, to create freedom for myself, for my family. And so now, like, I'll just make it bigger. I think this will help you guys. I mean, start thinking about this. Like, what's your plan? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your freedom number? What is your freedom number? So whatever that number is, like in your like monthly expenses, just multiply it by 20, because 5% is what you usually get with is like semi-passive like investments. That's on the conservative side. Some years could be even more than that. But like on average, if you take like S&P 500, like you don't even like have to like reinvent the wheel. Like you don't have to be like some super like savvy like investor. You get your like 5% or more. I mean, definitely more with S&P 500. It's very easy, right? So, but again, it takes commitment, it takes dedication, it takes a plan, and takes following the plan. Like, let's say if you here like made like $1 million in profit, and then you're like, okay, fuck it, I'm buying myself a house, I'm buying myself like a Lamborghini, I'm buying myself like jewelry, I'm buying myself like 10 watches. Like, I mean, you just fucked yourself. Like you're just like, instead of like, hey, my business, I need to buy like, I need to reinvest into my business and hire some team members and buy some inventory to scale my business faster. I need to spend money on ads, but I decided to buy like house, Lamborghinis and jewelry, and taking money out of the business instead of reinvesting it into the business. Right? So the way you get to this point is by reinvesting into the business. So it requires some discipline. And so, but if you stick to this plan, like all of this is very doable. Like you just have to stick to it for extended period of time. It doesn't happen overnight. Like if you take that out of your head that like in 1 month you will like make it happen. In 1 month my business will be successful. My first product I'm testing is successful. Like take that out of your head. Don't expect this. Like look at this from longer time perspective. Like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, even 10 years. What is time years? Like in a bigger time frame of your life. What is 10 years? 10 years goes by like this. Like 10 years, like yesterday, I was working like on a factory back in Ukraine. Like that was 10 years ago. And like boom, time goes, right? So time will go by anyway. The only difference is what you will have on the other side of it, like how your life will look like in 10 years. So now if you start thinking about it, planning it, visualizing it, okay, what my life will need to look like in order for me to have my dream life. And I mean, with everything that we have these days, with technology, with e-commerce, with Shopify, with information that's so accessible to help you grow the business, with access to mentors. Like imagine like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, like you wanted to find like a mentor, there was no internet, and you're like, how do I find a mentor? Like you're limited. I mean, if you wanted to have a mentor, if you wanted to someone to teach you, to coach you, to help you, you'd have to travel across the fucking world to meet those people. Now you have those people accessible on the internet, like one Zoom call, boom, you have the answers you want, you have the clarity that you need, and that is so accessible. So build a plan, stick to it, and build your wealth. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that's even like something you guys would want me to talk about, because I'm very passionate about this, because it's something that can help you to just kind of like get better direction in your life. Like, and so yeah, just let me know in the chat if you want me to talk more about this. Question from Arshia: how do you improve your hold rates on creatives during testing? What you're looking for to see if you should cut or keep the ad going on day 1, 3 of testing? How to improve your hold rate on creatives? I mean, that comes down mostly to better scripts and better footage. Like, there's only 2 variables here. So analyze your scripts. Are your scripts like good direct response scripts that are telling emotional story, that are dragging people in to watch the video? Or maybe they're just very surface level, talking mostly about the product and kind of like very surface level solutions. So there's different levels, and if you think about how products are being sold, how you are buying anything, right? So we are buying products, like, let's say e-commerce, and not just e-commerce, but even like products that you buy in the store, right? You buy products because of their like functionality, like features, but mostly you're buying products because you want better life, right? At the end of the day, what is that dream picture like life for people that you're selling the products to? So for example, if I'm selling, let's say I'm selling like a supplement, right? I can talk, oh, it has vitamin C. Oh, it has like vitamin B. Like, oh, it has like I don't know, it has some like ashwagandha, right? It has some like, I don't know, some other ingredients, right? Who gives a shit like about all these things? What people care about is like, hey, never get sick again. Imagine how you would feel if you would, obviously this is like, you can't say that, like you can't promise someone never gets sick, but this is just to illustrate the point. Don't get sick. Like, get sick. What is the perceived value of that? Right? If you say, let's say with ashwagandha, if you have like less stress and just making better decisions, control your emotions, control your state. Like, what is the perceived value of that? So the whole goal here is the perceived value. When you're selling your products, no matter what that is, you want to compare the price of your product to the perceived value of the outcome that your product offers. So if you, let's say, if the outcome is like, hey, never get sick again, right? What is the perceived value of that outcome? It's huge. It's huge. It's definitely more than like, $20, $30, $40, $50 at your product. Because people, wow, shit, I mean, if I will never get sick again, how much more I can get done? How much better will I feel? How the other areas of my life will get impacted by doing this? And so now this is what we are selling. We're selling the perceived value of the outcome. When you're buying clothes, and you're buying clothes because you saw some guy on Instagram is wearing those clothes or promoting that brand, we're seeing like, oh, this person has, is promoting this brand and they look good in it. We're buying the perceived value of the outcome. So what is the outcome in this case? I mean, if I buy these clothes, I will look better, I will look more attractive, and I will also have potentially the identity. I might feel myself like this guy or this lady that's promoting that specific product, right? So identity. So some products are sold on functionality, on utility, and some products are sold on identity. And identity selling is very, very strong selling, right? You're basically telling people, hey, you can become this person that does this. If you're using this product, if you're buying this product, you can become this this person that does these things. So now, like, the perceived value, oh wow, what is the perceived value? I mean, you can't even quantify it, because if you say, like, if you're selling like your product based on features, you say, oh, it has vitamin C, oh, it has like 3 different modes, like, who gives a fuck? Like, what is the perceived value? Okay, if your product has 3 different features and then your competitor has 6 different features, so probably your competitor product is better. But if you're selling your product based on the perceived value, on the identity that people can have after they buy your product, now, like, wow, I can't even quantify that. I can't even put a number to that, right? So you want to remove your product from the equation, like apples to apples, because there is always someone who has more apples. If that makes sense. All right. Arshia, forgot to ask, what is your ideal hold rate? What is your ideal hold rate? Like 30%? 30%. And for us, I mean, we're looking kind of like we're reverse engineering from the funnel end, right? So from the purchases, like what do people add to cart? We also want to find some preliminary metrics. For example, how much does it cost us to get an add to cart? So for example, if ad metrics could be phenomenal, but then people coming from that ad are not adding product to the cart, like at very low ratio. So we literally reverse engineer the cost per add to cart or cost per initial checkout. And that's basically one of the preliminary metrics that we're optimizing for, that tells us whether we need to shut down the ad. So ad metrics could be phenomenal. Hook rate, hold rate, all of that could be great. People watching the ad, but then they're not adding product to the cart and they're not buying. Then we're shutting it down. Let me know if that makes sense, Arshia. Tulento, respect. Thank you, my man. Thank you so much. Samesh, is it good to go with image ad and Facebook ads at the beginning? Yeah, it depends on the product. If you're selling jewelry, closes 100%. If you're selling some more sophisticated gadget that needs more explanation, then you need to use video ads, in my experience. Or you can also do the image ad, but then you have to overcompensate the selling power of that with your advertorial. So let's say you have a very good sales page, you have second sales page, you have the order page, you're basically selling your product with more like direct response. In that case, you might get away with using image ads, but usually with more complex products, you need to use videos, in my experience. Okay. Hi, Alex. I'm starting branded. Starting brand going with 2 break-even ROAS. 2x break-even ROAS, but subscription model. Can this work? 2x break-even ROAS? That's pretty high. Like, I need to know your numbers. Joran, please shoot me DM on Instagram. Let's see your numbers, and let's see your numbers. Let's see what can be done there. Subscription models are good, but 2x break-even ROAS, like that sounds pretty excessive. Is it in Europe? Is it like with considering all the VATs and stuff like that? Would love to know. Hey, Alex, could you share details on BBA structure, joining process, and time difference for Europeans? Do you offer resources on Facebook BMs, payment processors, or suppliers? Well, yeah, we do all of that. We literally have calls on payment processing. We literally have our trusted suppliers that we will connect you with. We have BMs, suppliers, I mean, all of that stuff as well. All of the people that you need to know in order to get any of the assets, for Facebook to help you with that process. Time difference for Europeans. I mean, a lot of our team members are in Europe. One of our team members, he's in Dubai, right? So very close to European time zone. We have team members in, Poland, Ukraine. We have in UK. We have team members in, where do we have our team members? Yeah, Europe as well, like Spain. Like we literally have Europe covered. Like Europe is like probably like 60% of our clients. All the time zones are aligned, and you will get a great help from our team there. So definitely can help you out. Kentaur. Ужасы на ночь. What is the average CPM in Europe right now? Depends on the country. I think between like if you go like less competitive markets, you can go like Romania, for instance. Like you can do probably like $1, $3, $5. Germany is probably like $10, $15, $20 depending on the niche. Netherlands probably what, 10, 15 the last time I checked. So yeah, within like probably within 5 and 20. It depends on the country as well. Like different countries in Europe have different levels of competition, but also at the same time, let's say Germany has a lot of scaling potential. In Germany, you can do millions of dollars per month. France, you can do millions of dollars per month. Netherlands, it will be harder to do like millions of dollars per month. You'll have to sell multiple different products. Sweden is a good market. Also pretty low, like CPMs, like 5 to 15, depending on product, depending on the niche that you're selling in. So, but it depends on the country. But for me, like I don't even care about CPMs that much. I care about like making my average order value and making my conversion rate as high as possible. So those are the things that I'm personally like optimizing for. But if CPMs are astronomical, like for example, in the United States, sometimes you get $200, $300 CPMs. In that case, it probably has to do with reputation of your ad account, of your business manager. So you might replace that, or you might just create better ads. So that's what I would recommend. Thank you, my man. What a name. Good stuff. Mohammed, why never talking about Shopify taxes and payment holds and how we can deal with that? Now, payment holds, if you have any issues with payment holds, please DM me on Instagram. I have some people that can help with those specific issues, specifically with payment holds. Shopify taxes, I'm not an expert on Shopify taxes, right? So I try not to talk about things that I'm not an expert in. But what I do instead is I find the experts on the topic, I bring them to our community, and then we talk about it, right? So it's like, if I want to cut my hair, right? Like my haircuts, right? Let's say I want to do a haircut. Okay, so one option is I can just buy a machine and try to do it myself, and it will probably look like a shit show. Or I can go to the barbershop where the guys who are working there have been doing that for like 5, 10, 20 years. They're professionals, they're specialists. So for me, I always like to listen to advice from the specialists. And I like to work with experts and specialists, and that's how you get this stuff done. If I want to build a bridge, I'm not trying to build a bridge myself. I'm trying an expert who has done that before, and I'm asking them to build a bridge, and I'm paying them. If I want to build an e-commerce business, I can try to do it myself. I'll probably do like a lot of costly mistakes, and it will probably cost me a lot of money. Or I can find someone who has done it before, who can guide me and who can help me. If I want to go to the gym, I want to get in shape, I can try to do it myself, and I'll probably get some results. But it will be slower, it will be more painful, and I can probably also like injure myself. So I'm finding an expert who's doing that already. I'm paying them. Like literally, I am paying people. Like this is the shortcut. Like you have to pay people for what they do, like specialists specifically, and experts who are good at what they do. Like that's a shortcut. Like I was, oh, I don't want to pay. Like I'll try to do it myself. That's like, go for it. I mean, sure, absolutely. Like we'll talk in 1 year. Like let's see what kind of progress. Let's see what kind of progress you will achieve. Like it's hard, man. Like anything that's new to us, right? There's always two paths to learn. You can do it yourself, and you learn a lot by doing it yourself, but then you also get discouraged and you also don't have feedback loops. Like, how do I know what I'm doing is right or wrong? Like, I don't even know. Like, I was going to the gym for like many years, and now I started working with a great trainer, and it turns out I was doing all the fucking exercises wrong. Like, and he's like, "Who the fuck taught you to do that?" And I'm like, "Shit, I just work. I just try to do it myself, and I try to work with other coaches that were not that good. So lesson learned." So, but the way to make it happen is to find people who have specifically delivered and achieved what you want to do, pay them. If that's a shortcut, if you can get them to do it for free for you, help to you for free. Maybe you pay with some other favors, and that is your shortcut. All right, so I forgot to ask how long does BBA mentoring last? I assume it's a few months. BBA program is 6 months. In our experience, and I mean, we have so much data on this, 6 months is more than enough for you to get traction. If you dedicate to the business, if you follow through, if you execute, if you build fast, 6 months is more than enough. Like, I mean, we have some people in our community that, like, within like 2-3 months, they're already doing 100K a month. Like, we have one guy from Argentina. He has joined us I think in February or March. His name is Facundo. And he's gotten his business now, what is it? Almost like a year to doing 500K a month? 500K a month? Like, but he was doing 100K a month within a few months. Like, so that's very, very possible if you commit to it. Like, it's both side relationship. It's not like, oh, I'm joining the program, it's like I'll be like a millionaire guaranteed. It's not. It's fucking not. Like, you have to put in the work. It's like, if I work with my coach, with my trainer, and he tells me, hey, you have to do this exercise and you have to eat well, and I didn't fucking do it, that's my problem. That's not his problem. He's not a bad coach. I'm a bad fucking student. I'm a bad mentee. So let me know if that makes sense. Eldonaldo Trampo, do you know what could be the reason I'm getting $8 CPCs when running skincare ads in USA? Yeah, poor quality ads, and or your assets are flagged. That's it. Or you're using stolen content from other people and Facebook detected it, right? So these are 3 main reasons. I would test it out with better ads. Don't use trigger words. Like, if you use like guaranteed or use like some before and after, try to kind of like clean it up, the language, and then also clean up the footage. Like, language and footage, pretty much 2 main variables. And then it also could be the lack of trust in your assets, like your business manager. There's a way to verify the level of trust of your business manager ad account. You can help with that, please DM me on Instagram, Eldonaldo Trampo, and I'll help you out. But yeah, these are not good metrics. This is no bueno at all. Like, you can scale with $8 CPCs. So we are doing, our CPCs are like $1, $1.50, sometimes $2 is like on the higher side, but between $1 and $2, also in the same niche. So that should be doable for you as well. Okay. For testing, what do you think of this specific case? 2 sales a day, one, but 1.5% click-through rate, $5 CPC over the next 2 days without any more to see or sales. Let it run or cut it. CPCs, you just can't scale with this CPC. Like, this is just way too high, unless your average order value is like $200, $300. Like, you just can't. You just can't. Thanks, G. Thanks, Eldonaldo Trump. Want to know who that is, my man? What a name. What a name. Have you tried YouTube ads for e-commerce? Yeah, we're actually running YouTube ads. They're performing pretty well. YouTube ads are great. I love YouTube ads. I love YouTube ads, but very few brands can actually crack it. You need to have a good funnel. You need to have actually good ads if you want to make it happen. And also YouTube has a lot of like in terms of the policy and stuff like that, they have a lot of like restrictions. So, but it's definitely possible to do YouTube ads. All right, cool. Let me see if I have some questions here on Instagram. Okay. Hey, Alex, I recently, so this is a question from Instagram. I recently had an ad account go down after spending $20,000 a day for months. I migrated everything to ad account, but it's performing very poorly. Any advice? Advice here, just get your ad account back. Please DM me. Let's get it back. There's certain ways to do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Just recover your ad account. If it had so much history, just get it back. That's the best way to do it. Because rebuilding all that from scratch will be very costly. Or just use other like agency accounts. If you want good agency accounts, DM me as well. Again, guys, any of the questions here, please just DM me on Instagram. Alex Feratov, 3F at the end. That's where I am the most active, and like I'll be able to help you throughout the day with your questions. So I'll answer this one. Did any of your health brand got affected by new meta policies? Nope, not for us. We're not selling anything like that's like pure health. If you had any of that, also have solutions. And yeah, I'll help you out. So okay. Answer this one. How did you make your brand so successful? I know you're a very good marketer, but what I found so amazing is that you enter into very competitive markets and you succeed. How do you do it? It's marketing. I mean, pretty much it's marketing. And then also, I mean, right now, big focus for us is products. Like we're creating some products that don't even like exist. Or it's not like they don't exist, but we're creating better versions of them, right? So the key to that is to have access to good suppliers, good sourcing partners. Again, if you need help with that, I can introduce you to some good people. But the advantage on the product side is that like, other people simply don't have those products. And so now we have those products. So we're able to get the competitive advantage on that side. But also, I mean, marketing at the end of the day, it's the most important thing. How do you communicate the value of your product? It's not like you have an amazing product and you put an image and it sells. You still have to sell it, right? It's still, via sales, advertorials, good copy. That's how you sell products effectively. So now, guys, I have to drop off. That was a tremendous call. The questions are phenomenal. It's if you have any questions whatsoever, if you want to join us in Dubai, this is the event we are putting together. 200 e-commerce entrepreneurs. Like, will be so much fun in Dubai. Like 7-figure entrepreneurs, 8-figure entrepreneurs, some 9-figure entrepreneurs, all in the same room, learning from each other, connecting with each other, helping each other. It will be a tremendous experience. If you need help with that, details for the event, please DM me Elite here on Instagram so I can send you details. We'll see if it's a good fit. We're also making sure that the quality of attendees is very high. So I'll ask you some questions. We'll do a short call with one of my team members to make sure that you're doing some numbers. You have something to contribute to other people in the room, and then we'll just have tremendous time together in Dubai. And if you have any other questions when it comes to scaling your business, maybe like product research, ads performance, creatives, funnels, supply chain, taxes, accounting, I can refer you to some good people. It's Alex Feratov here. This is my Instagram. Just DM me there, and we'll take it from there. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys joining, and let's make it happen. Let's scale it up. I'll see you guys next time. I see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, actually, 11 a.m. Eastern. 11 a.m. Eastern here. I'll be having conversation with one of our clients who's getting some crazy metrics. And so we'll learn from his experience. They'll share their journey so that We can all learn from each other. We can all level up, and we can all scale up. So thank you so much for joining. You guys are phenomenal. I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, any questions, let's connect on Instagram. Don't be shy. Shy people don't get rich. Let's connect on Instagram, DM me there, and we will take it from there. All right. Thank you so much.